Well, hello, Virginia Peak. Hey, Beth. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Martha. Sorry, I'm dealing with my computer here real quick. Hey, Cheryl. Yes, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. I'm so excited. And here we are doing Father's Day cards because we've already done the Mother's Day cards. It's just kind of funny. It's ironic. Okay. Why is it not focusing? Is it back in focus? Let's see. There we go. I think that's a little better. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Hey, Meryl. Did I say hi, Martha? I don't remember if I said hi already. I'm sure I didn't. But hello, everyone. Thank you, Martha. I think they turned out pretty cute, too. Hey, Sandra. Okay. So, as you jump on, if you are new, please let us know that you're a first timer and where you're from. We'd love to know, and we welcome you. Hi, Lisa. Hey, Katie. So, I'm amazed that you made it, Lisa, on this weekend, to be honest. That is pretty incredible. 200 arrangements. Woof! Well, it's good for business, right? That's amazing. Hey, Eliza. So, glad that all of you are here. And for those of you that are moms, happy Mother's Day early for tomorrow. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And we're going to make some guy cards today, which is, it's like I said, it's kind of ironic. But my name is Jeri Mobley, for anybody who doesn't know, and you can contact me at my website, or you can text me, of course. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and today we are doing some really fun cards and a layout with the Handsomely Suited Suite. And so this is really neat because, and I didn't make them for this because this was meant to be a guy thing, but you can use these for girl cards too. Like, you can make really cute shirt cards and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things you can do with this. I'm hoping to make some different examples and put them out there, or use it for one of my mystery stamping things, because I'd really love to make some of the girl ones too, because there's some great stuff out there. Also some wedding things, like bride and groom stuff that you can do with this as well. So there's a lot of fun stuff out there that I do want to do with this set. So hopefully I'll have a chance to do that. But today is meant to be for the guys, because we don't get a chance to make a lot of guy cards. So whether it's for Father's Day or birthday or whatever it may be, because this one doesn't have a sentiment on it, you can make some really cute cards with this set. So I also, and if you would like to get any of the products I use today, you can find them on my shopping page at shamelessstamper.com. I also used today on this card here, the Hippo and Friends, this particular, I guess I used it over here too, I forgot about that. So I use that. And then on the layout, I use the Playful Alphabet, excuse me, set to do the So Handsome on the layout that we'll see later. And then I also used the Tasteful Textile folder for the background of this one and on the layout, just so that you guys are aware of some of the other sets that I used. If you need to take a snapshot to see the numbers of these or anything like that, you'll know what I used, and you can look them up on my website. So, okay. So let's get started. We're going to go ahead and start with this one right here. Oh, and I want to show you this too real quick. So this was a card that we made in the spring. So every time a new catalog comes out, we get new papers, and these papers, of course, are adorable. And I made this card for the well-suited set for the paper share that we did back then. So if you were part of the paper share, you remember this card, you made this card, and so I just wanted to kind of show that as another example. And I stamped the bow tie here and on the back because I just thought that was cute. Now what's cool about this bow tie is it can be a girl bow too. So don't miss out on using that for a cute little girl bow as well. In fact, I want to make a punch art with this for Minnie and Mickey. So I'm planning on doing that. Okay, and so I also wanted to show you that I stamped some of the envelopes for my other cards, one with the tie, which I believe was the suit, and then I did both of the other ones, I did a bow tie, so we'll do that later as well. Okay, so let's get started. If you purchase the kit, you will have a card kit that looks like this. It says well suited, and we'll just open this up. And if you leave the cards in order, that'll be the easiest way for you to do this, because then you'll have everything you need in order. So this is your PDF, your instructions, your recipe, however you want to look at that. And I'm going to put my cards up here, which you'll probably be able to see there, but that's okay. And everybody has 2 of each card. Now I'm only going to show you one, but just so you know. And in the front of this one, there are the little pieces that are going to be used on both of that card. I think one of the other cards has that, both of those cards, sorry, I said that wrong. Yeah, I think the second one has that as well. So here's your PDF that tells you the recipe for everything, how to make it. Oops. I missed unfolding one. Sorry about that. Yes, Katie, there are some like similar to the one that you made. Yeah, the one that I'm doing is going to be a little different from that, but it is similar. It's like a half and half kind of card. Yeah. Or you can do a fun fold. There's different ones. Okay, I got to back up because there's a whole bunch of comments that I missed. Oh, that's cute, Martha. I'm glad. That's awesome. Meryl, this is your first class? It's not your first time on with me. It's just your first class, like doing the actual, like, did I send you the kit? Is that what you mean? Berry Punch Body Armor. Oh, Sandra. Yeah, I haven't even asked. If you guys want to put what you're drinking today, I'm having my Green Goddess smoothie. My recipe. It's so yummy. And so good for you. You know, Katie, I think you are the only one from New Hampshire. That's true. Yes, it is a very versatile set, Beth. It really, truly is. Oh, Meryl. Okay. Yes, you've definitely lurked a little bit. Katie, you're welcome to post your card here. Absolutely. Okay. So this is the recipe, tells you everything that I used, tools you may want to use, etc. And then, of course, each one of the cards has its recipe. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to try to put this over here out of the way. Now that you guys can see more of my space, I have to move stuff a little further. But I gotta make sure I can still see it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the nice, this is so cute, the cute little suit card. And if you wanted to put a sentiment, you know, similar to this on here, you certainly could, or you could put your sentiment on the inside, whichever way. So it does, it looks nasty, it's just green. It's really good though. It's yum yum. It tastes like bananas and pineapple. But yeah, it's very good for you. You can't taste any of the green things that are in there. I promise. Okay. Yes, the well-suited set is in our spring catalog, which is still available through the end of June. With the consumables like paper and stuff, I always tell people you want to grab those up as quick as possible as we get toward the end here because they can sell out. But yes, this is available. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm only going to do one card of each of the sets, but of course you can do your second one later. And we'll go ahead and stamp the envelope. So you have your card base here. Make sure you use your bone folder on this to make that a nice tight fold. Okay, so we have our card. We got to stamp this. I'm going to set the pieces aside that we don't need yet. So the pinstripe stuff, I'm going to sneeze. I am so sorry. Ugh, it's really windy here today and the allergies are just not doing good. Okay, the little white piece for the neck can go over to the side. We're going to need this to stamp on, and that's it for the moment. Okay, I'm going to grab my little pad that I usually stamp on. It's got other stuff on it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to stamp a tie here, and then the ends of the tie on this. So we're going to grab our tie, and I'm using the dotted one. I suppose you could use the other one, but I think it looks best with the dotted one because we already have a stripe in the suit. So, and I'm using one of our H blocks, but you could use one of the other bigger ones if you wanted to. This one is perfect for this tie. Okay, so I need my black ink. This is the black Memento pad. And we are going to ink this up. Beth, if you want the recipe, please text it to me and text me that you need it and I will text it to you. Thank you, Sandra. Peach Bellini. Ooh, go Lisa. Yes, you did earn it. I agree. That's a lot of cards. Okay, so we're going to stamp this tie. I think I'll do it like this on here. I'm getting a lot of shadows. I got to change my lights around. I've moved them some. And they're just not cutting it right now with my shadows. So I'm sure you guys can see all those shadows that are created by it. Okay, so we've got our tie here. And you could certainly do one on the back if you wanted to. I'm just going to go with the front because that particular one, that's how I like it. Now, this is not a clear stamp, which means I'm probably going to struggle with this as usual. I usually stamp rubber stamps. I will stamp first and then cut them out. But we will do the best we can. Cross your fingers. Nope. That is not straight. Okay, I'm going to flip it over real quick. Try the back side. And if that doesn't work, then I have one done that I can use. It's the trying to get it lined up that's the hardest when you can't see through the stamp, which is one of the reasons I personally love clear stamps. I know that I just can't get it lined up. Okay, so there are definitely some benefits to a stamp that is rubber, but I don't know, I like clear stamps because I think you can use them in a lot of different ways that are better, if you will. So I use one of these, and okay, and then we're gonna stamp on here. This is not a problem because we don't have to see it really. We just want the top of it really, or the bottom of it, I should say, the bottom of it, like that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to close that up and move this, and we're going to clean off the stamp so that I don't get it all over everything. So I'm just going to use my Stampin' Mist, and I'm going to use a microfiber cloth because that's what I like to use the most. I do love our Stampin' Scrub. It just takes up a lot of room on my desk when I'm doing stuff like this, and you know, when I'm filming, it's just kind of in the way. Okay. So these we're going to cut really quickly. This is a fast cut. It's very simple. Oh, you can't post it here, Katie. I didn't know that. Huh. I thought you could. Well, I'm sorry about that. You can post it on my page if you want to. It'll post in the guest posts. You are certainly welcome to do that. So I'm just going to cut it out with a little bit of the red showing. I don't want to cut right up against the black line because I do want it to look similar to the tie itself. Now you could use your die if you wanted to. It's just not, I mean, for this little tiny thing, it's not necessary. So this is just what we're using for the pocket square. So we'll just put this in here, and that'll be our pocket square. So we're probably not going to need quite that much, so I'm going to cut a little bit off the end. I went a little bit further into the paper than necessary. Probably that second full line of dots is going to be plenty. We'll see how that ends up when we're doing the card. Okay, by the way, I apologize for my voice. It's a little bit scratchy because I had a terrible coughing fit last night, and it totally scratched my throat up. So, sorry about that. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to put this on, but we're going to leave, let's see, is that the best way to do it? I'm trying to decide if I want to do it like that first. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on. So I'm going to go ahead and put tape all the way around, only because this is on the very edge of the card, and I want to make sure it doesn't lift. Now, I am going to come down the V, but I am going to leave it down here because I got to put my tie under there, and I want to make sure that it'll actually go under there. And I like to stand my card up when I have a piece that's going to take up the whole amount of space, and kind of put my fingers against the edge to help guide it. This piece is being difficult though. What did I do? Okay. See, we all make mistakes. All right. Not just, we all think it's just us, but it's not. It's everyone. Right? All right. Here we go. And I can see that I got my tape a little bit off the edge, so I will use a rubber eraser, a rubber cement eraser, to just get that extra glue off the edge there. It does happen. I try not to, but you know. I'm also going to try not to paper cut myself. That would be, ow, yeah, that would hurt. Okay, so there we go. We've got the base of our suit on. So now we're going to take the collar, and you want the flat side to be at the top, but we're gonna put some, I'm gonna flip it over and I wanna put some dimensionals on the little, I'm just gonna use 2 of our little dimensionals, our little minis, so that the collar will stick up, because that really helps the kind of the look of this. And then I'll put some adhesive here at the top flat edge. And this time I'll make sure my adhesive is folded over. Okay. So we're going to put this up here, and I'm gonna actually flip it around. It'll be easier for me to see. So we just want this to be at the top, in the middle, and flat up against the edge, like so. All right, and as you can see, because it's got the dimensionals under there, it helps lift it and give shadow to the card, which is really nice. And I can see that this piece is sticking up over the edge. It must have been a little bit longer than the card itself, so I'm just gonna trim that off like that. If you flip the card over, it really helps with that. Anytime you want to trim something off, it makes it a lot easier. Okay, so now we're going to take the tie and we're going to put that up under here, but we need to, of course, get it down here first. So, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it in here where the glue, I went a little far with the glue, it looks like. Where the glue is not. There we go. So don't go quite as far down with the glue as I did. And then we just want it to be right where that is. Like so. All right. Okay. Then we're going to take our little V, that's our lapel, and it's going to go right here, like this. Okay. So, and I want to put dimensionals on this as well, because I want this little part to be lifted here at the edge. So I'm just using my little minis here, just at these corners, okay? And then I'm gonna actually use my, I'm gonna use my glue this time because it'll be a lot easier. It's not really narrow enough here at the bottom. I'm probably gonna have to clean that up, but that'll be a lot easier. Okay, so I just need to take the dimensional backs off. They're sticking to me. And then we're gonna put this down here at the end. See how I got too much glue down there? I shouldn't have started down there. I should have started at the top. I wasn't really thinking about it. But that's okay. It'll all work out. Like so. And then we'll put this side. Try to make sure in particular that this part right here that's on the other side of those dimensionals sticks before you allow it to lift. And then of course you can use this to clean up any extra glue that you have. Can't hold on to it. Okay. Now, we're going to take this and our pocket square. Now we should have, our pocket square, our pocket, we should have 2 of these in here. Go ahead and dump this stuff out. We need 2 of the buttons and 1 of the pockets per card. So the pocket, you can really put it anywhere you want. I recommend lining it up with the lines on the actual suit. And I went ahead and put my pocket squares on this first because I found that to be the easiest way to do it. So I'm gonna put this one over here. So I'm just gonna put a tiny little, okay. My glue is acting up today, I tell you what. It's getting toward the end. They always seem to act up when they get toward the end. I don't know why. It's like pushing glue out. See that? Ugh. Come on, you're making a mess. Sorry, my dogs thought that that was the door. They love to bark at the door. Apologize for that. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to that right there at a little bit of an angle, because you know pocket squares are not perfectly straight. You need the eraser. It's just a what do you call it? Rubber cement eraser. What are you leaving plain, Katie? Just curious. So I do these a little bit at an angle so that they're not perfectly straight. So that it just looks a little bit more like a pocket square. And I'm gonna move that one over just a little bit too. You don't want it to be all the way to the end. Okay. And then I'll take this, and you can either use glue dots or the glue. I already got it out, so might as well. And we'll just put that on right here. So I'm just lining up this stripe, because a well-tailored suit would be lined up, right? I like how my original came out. It ended up the stripes were lined up perfectly. This one is not, but that's tough to do because you have to get the exact spot in the paper, which is not the easiest. Okay, so now we're gonna put on the buttons, and the buttons are just 2 little dots, and then use the dummy end of your pick your tool. Make sure your buttons are face up. They do have some indentation in them for like the little sew marks and stuff. Make sure they're straight. Okay. I'll finish getting the rest of that glue off later. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my scissors for this. This is our little tie pin. Adds a little bit of glam. All right, there you have it. Isn't that cute? So cute. Now you can make like a doctor's suit with this. Like, I mean, they're like lab jacket, and then have like a scrubs underneath. You can do all kinds of fun things. So it's really like whatever you can think of, you can play around with the set and make lots of different things with it. So, and you'll see this pocket here again in a minute. I'll show you that a lot of these pieces that you cut from the with the dies are used for multiple things. So we'll see that in a minute too. So anyway, there's that card. Okay, let's move on to the t-shirt one, or not t-shirt, but short sleeve nice shirt, I guess is what that is. Okay. So in this one, oops, I got both of them. So in this one, and we'll stamp this too, you've got your card base, of course, that you want to fold, and use your bone folder to fold that really well. We'll get to that in a minute. These pieces will set off to the side. We'll get to those in a minute as well. We have our two, let's see, all of these actually we'll get to here in just a second. But let's go ahead and stamp our envelope and our sentiment. So the envelope I did with the bow tie. I know there's not a bow tie on here on this particular card, but it still looked really cute, so I just went ahead and went with that. And then I did the happy birthday to you, and we'll use the Father's Day one on the next card. I'll just go ahead and grab that. Okay, so let's do the bow tie real quick. So we're gonna put, I'm like fumbly today. I don't know what's up. Okay. I have days like that. All right, so we're gonna take the bow tie here. Make sure that's really well inked up. Looks good, and put that on the front, just like that. Okay, so there's our envelope. And I'm gonna keep that bow tie out because I need it again, but we can put this ink away for now. And then I need the Poppy Parade ink. You could use Real Red if you don't have Poppy Parade. It does look better with the Poppy Parade, but you could use Real Red if you needed to. I think I need to re-ink this. I do need to re-ink this. Look at that. Okay, so y'all get to watch me re-ink. I had no idea my Poppy Parade was so low. Alrighty. So I'm gonna shake that up a little better. Alright. So I'll just put some ink on here. Re-inking is so much fun. And now I'm not actually adding any ink, I'm just rubbing it around. Make sure it's good and settled in there. So if you've never had to re-ink something, that is how you do it. The foil pieces, yeah. Absolutely. I got it all over my finger. Good job. Okay. Let's see. That's better. There we go. All right. That is not very straight. So I will put another one on there later. I don't want to have to cut that out right now because this is Cheryl's card and I want it to be straight. So I'll just put a straighter one on top of it later. Okay, so there's our sentiment. And I need some coffee or something. I'm a mess. Can't have any coffee right now. Okay. So we're going to put this one on in the center. Be careful with the textured paper with the Steel Plus. It likes to come up because I don't really know why. It just has something to do with the paper already being the integrity of the paper, I think, is what causes it. Because when you use a folder on paper, you're kind of tearing down the structure of the paper a little bit. So for whatever reason, I've noticed that because that's such a strong glue, it really grabs onto it. So just be careful. Okay, so this one is basically going to be centered as well, but I can't put this on quite yet because I need to add my arm pieces. So you'll notice in here that there's a pocket piece that looks like, you know, the pocket on a t-shirt. and there's 2 of them. Well, these are the arm pieces, so you can see that this is a very versatile set because you can do this. Now you're probably going to be like, okay, wait, but that's hanging off the card. Yes, but we're going to be able to bend that in when we put it in the envelope, okay, because we're not gluing it down. So what we are going to do is we're going to glue it to the back, and I'm going to actually, I think I'm going to put the glue here. That'll be easier. So we're going to take this, and we want to put that corner up here to this corner and then have that go down at an angle. Okay, and then we'll do the other one the same way and try to match the angle as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but try to make it look almost the same. Like so. Okay, and then that way you have your arms. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to fold it gently over that edge so that it's ready to be folded when we put it in the card. In the envelope, I mean. Okay, like so. Okay, I am so far behind on all of these comments. You kind of saw how much I used. It depends on how dry it is. I just kind of make some lines on it and go from there. Now remember, don't put any on the outside of the sleeves because we want those to be able to fold. And then we're just going to put this basically in the center. If you watch my reinkers video, it'll go kind of more into depth on that. Hey, Melissa. How are you, my dear? Okay, so then we have this piece here. This is going to have to be cut, so don't put this on yet. What we're going to do is we're going to put on our collar like we did before. And so you need the side that's flat. You can see it with the lines. The side that's flat to go on top. So I'm just going to flip this because it's going to make it easier. And I need to put my dimensionals on. Yeah, it doesn't use very much ink. It's barely anything. I mean, I've filled it. I have re-inked my stamp pad several times and used this for other things, and it's not even halfway down yet. So it's, yeah, it doesn't take a lot. Okay, and I'm going to use my stamp, I'm sorry, my Seal Plus here at the top. If I missed any questions, feel free to ask them again. Or important comments. Because I'm concentrating. Okay. There we go. So again, you can see that leaves that shadow there, which is nice. Now this piece, we need it to end here, okay, at the top of the neck, and then go to the bottom. So you're gonna have to, and let's see, do we want it to be, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so you want it to just go to the bottom. So what I do is I kind of eyeball, okay, I need to have it, oops. With this one with the lines, it makes it really easy. So I need it to be, you know, just a little past that line there. So I can actually take it off there and just cut at that exact spot, basically. Like so. And then we'll put this piece on. And we just want to make sure it's straight, so kind of follow the lines of the shirt. That'll help out with it being straight. And I'm going to pull this down with some tweezers so I don't accidentally stick it on there, if I can. Just so that it's at the edge, like so, and then I will make sure that it's straight as well. Yes, these tweezers can come in handy for a lot. Bow making and all kinds of stuff. Okay. So there we have that. Now, the next thing we want to do is the suspenders. Aren't these cute? So these 3 pieces were all done with this piece right here, which is also long enough to use for anything on any card. I mean, it's really long. It's longer than the card is. So you can use this to make a border or stripe for any card that is stitched, which is really nice. So you know, sky's the limit. Okay, so we're gonna put the 2 suspenders on. So I'm gonna flip them over, and I'm actually gonna use our tear and tape on this because it's just faster and a little easier, I think. So but you could use, you know, the glue or the Seal Plus, whatever you want to. My rings are like rotating on my finger. Drives me nuts. Does that drive anybody else nuts? I hate that. They end up like on the side and poke me. You could certainly fold it in under the shirt. It would make it a little bit bulky, but you could. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to try to put this between the center of that end of the collar and the corner of the shirt, and then line that up. It's nice to have the lines because it really does help you line it up. And it doesn't matter if it goes all the way to the bottom because you're going to have a suspender tab on top of that and you're not going to see it. So just make sure it's flush at the top. All right, so that's on. So now we're going to grab all of our little pieces here. So we need 2 of the suspender tabs, I think clips, I don't know what you call those. We need 1 of the pockets. We're going to use that for the little pieces that go across the suspender that hold it in position. And then we need 5 of the buttons. The other 5 and all the rest of that will be for the other card. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the suspender tabs, and those are really simple. We're just going to put them on the end here. If you use this kind of glue, just again make sure it's, you know, completely under, and it's going to go a little bit under the shirt because if you'll recall, if you've ever used suspenders, they attach to your pants, so I kind of wanted it to go under that. Means yes, I have used suspenders. I'd use it for a well, for choir. We did like a themed song or whatever, and we had to do that. My daughter had to do it for dance too. So okay, so now we need 2 pieces of this, and they only need to be as wide as this piece. So this was the little tab that I cut off earlier, so that's going to help me with figuring out how wide this is. So it's a little more than 3/8 of an inch, so it's not perfect. So using a cutter is probably not what you want to do. But what I am going to do first is I'm just going to cut a straight line and cut off the tips of this because I don't want that rounded part. I want it to be, to go to the edge. And so I'm going to just hold this here as a guide, and you could flip it over if you want to, or put it on top. Either way, it doesn't really matter as long as it's at the edge on the left side. Excuse my throat. And then we'll just trim that. So we have 1 piece, and then we'll make 1 more. It's so easy. We're just going to hold that there. You can use your tweezers to hold it there if you want to. It's up to you. I just make sure it's straight. And we have our second one. Okay. So I think I'm done with that piece now. You can throw that out. All right. So then these 2 pieces, I'm going to use my tweezers, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue just going to pick a spot where I think it looks good. Doesn't really matter where, but just make sure that they're both in the same place on the shirt, on the suspender. I know my voice sounds terrible. I'm sorry for that. Stay. Like so. Okay. Then we need, oh wait, we have to put our buttons on. We need our buttons. Our buttons, they're important. Okay. So I want to make sure all of these are face up, which is so hard to see on the black. You probably can't even tell on the camera, because I can barely tell and I'm looking right at it. And we're going to use a little gummy end. And then we're just going to put 5 dots about equidistant in here as best you can. And it doesn't have to go all the way to the bottom, because usually your shirt gets tucked in and you don't have buttons all the way down there. So okay. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on this. I'm going to use my regular dimensionals for that. Sorry, I had to get them. So we'll just put 3 dimensionals on the back of their little saying here, our little sentiment. And remember, this is from the Hippo, what's it called? Hippo and Friends. And then we'll just put this right there. Again, mine's crooked. I will put another one right on top of this one later. But just to get it done and show you. So here's the original. I cannot use my hands today, you guys. I don't know what it is. Okay. So there's the original. And just like the first one, this is empty on the inside. So if you wanted to add a second sentiment, you certainly can. Or if you want to leave this off, you could put a sentiment inside. Also, you don't have to do happy birthday. You could do anything. So just know that that's available to you as well. Okay. Next card. We're going to do this. The Father's Day one, finally. Woohoo! So we're going to do this one. All right. Make sure you get all of your pieces out of this one. Okay. So this one's already been folded and burnished for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And we have all these little pieces that we're going to do, but we need to stamp this. And then if you want to stamp the bow tie, you can. You don't have to, but I'm going to give it my best. So, all right, so this is going to get stamped with the Have a Happy Father's Day Handsome. I love the papers in this. I mean, they're so cute. Look at this. This flowered one would make a really cute shirt for one of the girl cards that you can do with it. But you can use any of our papers for that, which is really nice. Anything that looks like it could be a pattern for like a shirt or something. So. All right. So there's our Have a Happy Father's Day. And set that off to the side. And then this, because I know I'm probably going to mess it up and have to make another one, but I'll do it later. I won't mess with that right now. But I'm going to try. Gotta try, right? I put the lid here and the ink over here. You guys, I'm a hot mess today. You drop things on the floor at home too. What? Did I drop something on the floor? I don't remember dropping anything on the floor. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's either that or it's my fibro. Sometimes I still have flare-ups, even with my special diet that's supposed to help it. It can happen. I mean, that wasn't terrible, but it wasn't perfect. So don't worry, Cheryl, I'll make you another one. I'm going to use it this way, but I will make you another one. No problem. Okay. But you could just leave it with just the dots. It doesn't matter, because like on this card, for instance, I didn't stamp the actual bow tie. I just used them as bow ties, and you can totally tell what that is. So it's up to you. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, oh, I didn't stamp the, well, you know, the bow tie, this goes here also. Okay. So I think, you know, it'd be really cute for the mini one, which I'm planning on doing, is using white embossing powder on a, like, Poppy Parade cardstock with that. I think that'd be so cute, because you know it's I think, isn't it red with white polka dots? I'm pretty sure. So okay, so we are going to start on this one. I'm going to do the inside first. So the inside looks like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this be at the bottom. Now you can turn this into a pocket if you want to, by just putting adhesive along the bottom edge and the side. Like, you can either use your green glue or some skinny tear and tape, and then that way you can take a gift card for Dad and put that in there if you wanted to do that. So, or whatever you're using the card for. If you want to use it for something other than Father's Day, of course. So this is going to actually be under there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just center this. And I'm not going to make this, well, it's up to you, Jordan. My brain is fried today. Cheryl, do you want me to make it a pocket card, or do you want to just leave it as a stripe? It's up to you. You tell me. That's what I said, red with white dots. Yeah, Katie. So use a piece of red paper and use white embossing powder for the stamp so that the dots and the outline are white. And then the inside is red. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You want a pocket? Okay, I'll show you how to do the pocket. If you're not doing the pocket, just tape it on there and there you go. So I will do the pocket for Cheryl. So what we're going to do is we're going to just put the adhesive on the bottom edge, and I'm using a thin 1/8 size tear and tape. No, we don't have this anymore, and so I just get it from Amazon. I think it's just called score tape. They don't call it tear and tape. We do. And ours is a little better, but you know, I just wanted a skinnier one for some things that are skinnier. So there you have it. Okay, and then I will center this, the bottom here, like so. And so now you have a pocket that you can put a gift card in. All right. So now we're going to take, we're going to do the front. We're going to take this piece and we're going to put it down. So it goes, it's going to be centered in that top part of the card. I just love all the patterns on this paper. They're all so cute. Even the paisley, I love paisleys. So even the paisley I love. I'm trying to remember if I even used the paisley because I didn't know if anybody else would like it. So I didn't, I'm not sure I did, because some people don't like paisley, you know? So, okay, so this is gonna go on here. Like so. Now we're going to take our thread, our twine thread, whatever you want to call it, that is in the basic gray. And as you can see, it goes all the way around. So what I did is I took a piece of, because I'm going to center this on the card like so. So then I just took some adhesive and I'm going to start my twine there, and I will go around 3 times and then lay that back down in there like so. And then you can mess with your twine and get it however you like it. Okay, and then I'm going to put dimensionals on this. And yes, I typically go dimensional happy. So those of you that know me know that I love dimensionals. I think I use dimensionals on almost every card. I mean, if I don't, it's just, there's a special reason why I wasn't able to. Some cards are meant to be flat, but I really, really like dimension on my cards, one way or another. It just makes them look fancier. Just like layers makes them look fancier. There's the more little things like that you add the twine, you know, you add the fun papers, makes your card that much fancier, that much nicer, I guess. So I'm going to center, I gotta look over this here. I'm going to center this on the card. And then I need to put this down. If you want to put dimensionals, I'm going to put it down so it's like right here. So you only need little baby dimensionals on one side, the side that's going to hang off. Everything else you'll just attach to the label, the sentiment. So this part, I'll just put some adhesive here. I think I'm running out. It's almost done. And center that. Ta-da! And there you have it. So that is the last Father's Day card one. And again, you could use any of these for a Father's Day card, but that one specifically says it. Okay. So that is all the cards. I am going to quickly go over a couple of announcements. We've got a lot going on right now. And so I just want to make sure that you're aware of everything that's going on. I don't want anybody to miss out on anything. So if you're used to me talking about all this stuff and you don't want to hear it, then just, I don't know, twiddle your thumbs. I'm not sure. Okay, so for those of you that are new here, if you're watching this live, there'll be a little live button up here, a little red live button. If not, you're watching the recording on either Facebook or YouTube. Thank you so much for watching the replay. I am live every Friday and Saturday on Facebook at 2 p.m. Central Time. And so I do classes like Craft Organizing 101, Fun Fold Friday, Paper Crafting 101, and Advanced Paper Crafting on Fridays. And then on Saturdays, sorry, I had to get a drink. I do my monthly class like we're doing today. Paper Pumpkin will be next week, and I do alternatives with that. My monthly club, sometimes we have a paper share when we have a new catalog, which is coming up. Or I'll do a kit class, or I'll do mystery stamping. So it's really fun. Fridays and Saturdays, 2 p.m. Central. Please join us. And when you join us, comment and you get chances to win the drawing that I do at the end. And even if you're watching the replay on YouTube, and I'm probably going to start doing one on YouTube, on Facebook. I'm probably going to start doing one on YouTube as well. Please comment because you will be in a drawing as well for that. Okay, I need to... Yes, it's a great set. It really is. Very much so, Liza. Didn't you get it? I think you got it, didn't you? You haven't gotten it yet, Beth? I thought you'd already gotten it. Okay, so next, excuse me, is my June club. If you are interested in that, that is going to be available till the 21st. That's the cutoff date. And we will be making... So I don't have my ones for July yet because for a very special reason, my order has to come in so that I can make those. But as soon as it comes in, I'll be making them, which will be this coming week, and I'll be able to show you those. But this club is a subscription. However, you can pause or cancel at any time. It's no big deal. And we make 4 projects. This time it was 4 cards. We're using the Butterfly Brilliance, bundle. That's the word I wanted. And this is one of the 4 projects. I've shown this several times, but we use the glitter paper. Hopefully you can see that in the lights on this, the rainbow glitter paper. It's so beautiful. And so all the projects are adorable on this one. We even have a fun fold. I try to do at least one fun fold. And then we also have an add-on layout for those of you that do scrapbooking. So you can kind of get the sneak peek with this, which is nice, but I don't show all the cards or projects for this because it is an exclusive club. So please join the club. You get a lot for your money, and it's a lot of fun. So that is coming up, or the deadline is coming up. If you need that or any of my other papers, including my schedule, please let me know. You can also find all my events on Facebook on the events page, events tab on my Facebook channel, which is Shameless Stamper. So you can find all this there, but if you would like this, I can certainly send you a copy, or I can text you a copy, or email you a copy, whatever you want. We also have the new catalog that just came out on the 4th, and along with that, I am doing my annual bingo. There is one for the spring as well, and that's going to be going through June. If you would like to have a chance to earn one of these of your choice for free, please let me know and I'll send you out a bingo. The Batter Up pumpkin special, that is a paper pumpkin special, that is $5. If you are interested in that, text me and I'll send you the link. You want to do it right away because it's while supplies last, and it's going to go fast because it's only even open until the 10th. We also have a fun hosting promotion. If you have an order of 250 or more, whether it's just you or you and some friends or a party that you're hosting, whatever the case may be, whether it's live or virtual, you have the opportunity to get an extra $25 in free product on top of the regular hostess benefits through the 14th of June. So please let me know if you're interested in that. And then the very best deal is our Join Plus deal. Normally, it's still the best deal, even just normally, to join, because you get $125 in product of your choice for $99, free shipping, free business supplies. But for this month, and this month only, they're doing $155 in product, which means $56 in free product. That's amazing, for only $99 plus tax, and you still get that free shipping and free business supplies. It doesn't mean you have to do what I do. In fact, for the first year I was in, I was just a bargain shopper. I basically just wanted that discount. You get 20% starting discount, and that is really nice. So, and then of course, if you decide you want to sell, you get that as an income. So anyway, if you are interested in that, to get, you basically get your products at wholesale, please let me know. I'll be happy to help you out with that. Just text me. Okay, that's all my announcements. Let's get on to our scrapbook layout. Sorry, moving things out of the way. The butterfly's growing on you, Katie. Oh, Meryl, if you will go back and watch the launch, it'll make sense. Just go watch the launch that I did on the 4th, and that'll all make sense. Yes, Tony, I'm so excited for you. I'm glad you joined Paper Pumpkin. You'll love it. Eliza, yes, you have. Oh, gotten the kit. That's what I mean, gotten the bundle. That's what you were responding to. Okay, so here is our layout. It says So Handsome. And of course we have this side as well. So we're going to get started on that. I need to grab something real quick. Okay. I think I have, maybe not. No, I don't. Okay, I lied. So in your kit you'll have the scrapbook holder, like page protector, and then all of your stuff is in here. So I'm just going to pull this out. Okay, and here is the PDF that tells you everything that is in the kit and how, you know, if I cut the paper, everything is basically the full recipe page here as well. I don't think I use any dimensionals on this. So, well, no, maybe I do. Can't remember. I was going to move that, but okay. So what we're going to do, this stack is for the second page. If you want to move that out of the way, you can do that. And then this stack is for the first page. And then you'll need the bow tie and the tie for stamping on. You're going to need not the rhinestone, because that'll be on the second page with the tie, but you'll need all of the letters for the front page. And then, of course, one of each of these. So I'm going to go ahead and do the edges, which is generally what I like to do. So I'll show you how to do that. All right, so we're going to see that paisley. That's the paisley. I love it. I like paisley though. So how many of you like paisley? Say yes if you like paisley. If you don't, that's okay. I'll count them. Oh, you did, Lisa. I'm so glad. But you joined, so you got your paper pumpkin from yourself, which is nice. Yes, me, you like paisley. I bet it's been crazy for you, Lisa. Oh, I'm so glad all of you guys like paisley. I wish I'd known. I would have used it more. Okay, so I'm not going to go all the way to the edge over here. I want to leave, I personally like to leave just a little bit there for this particular one because I think it just looks cute. I don't always, but sometimes I do. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use tear tape on this, or you can use your green glue. It is up to you. I just like to get some on both ends and then a little bit in the middle. You don't have to go the whole line. And then we'll take the release paper off. Throw that in the trash. What did I use for the foil pieces? I used our silver foil, which unfortunately is now not in the catalog anymore. We only have gold and bronze, I think. I have to look. Hold on, I'll answer that question. Where did I put my catalog? Oh, here it is. I knew I moved it, I just didn't know where I moved it to. We now only have copper and gold. I'm not really sure why. To be honest with you, I have no idea why they got rid of the other foils. It's just one of those things, you know, they get rid of certain things and bring certain things and whatever. Okay, so here's the first page. And then we'll do the other side, which is essentially the same. So I am so excited to know that so many of you like paisley. That's great. That's awesome. I know some people don't, so I think paisleys are super cute. We had a paisley set a couple years back that I absolutely adored, and I still have it. I'm hoping they'll bring out another one at some point because I miss it. I miss being able to use it. It was really cute. They had it when I first joined 3 years ago, but they got rid of it. Okay. All right, and then we'll do the same thing with this piece. Again, you can use the green glue if you want. Did what start in the 60s? Paisleys? I don't know if that's what you're asking me. I mean, I think paisleys have been around longer than that, but they may have had their heyday then. I don't know. Honey, do you know? I don't. You don't? You want to Google it? You live for it? Okay, this one, for whatever reason, is a little bit long, so I'm gonna trim this piece. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Cheryl. I think it's older than that, but it just became popular in the 60s. Okay, so we have our two edges done. And I'm going to set this off to the side for a second and do the stamping. And once again, I got to try to stamp these with the... I'm not sure that's going to work, but we're going to try.
18th century.
18th century, huh?
And it has a Persian origin.
Oh, okay. If you guys, I don't know if you guys heard that. It has a Persian origin. That makes sense. Yeah, 18th century. But definitely became popular in the 60s as far as here goes, for sure. For sure. Not every paisley looks hippie-like, though. Like, you know what you're thinking of. Typical.
How much marijuana you've had.
I'm not going to repeat that. I'm trying to line this up like the old days where you have to look off to the side. No, you're not that old, Martha. That's not bad. It could be better, but that's not bad. If you want me to put another one on afterwards, Cheryl, I'm happy to. That one is not so good. That one's terrible. I didn't do good on that one. Let's try it like this. I think, yeah, that's the right way. That's better. Whoops! Almost dropped it. Okay. Martha said speak up. He wasn't talking very loud. Age is, Beth. What is age is? Sorry, I'm trying to swirl this up. I haven't had any in a while. So good. Okay. So I'm going to move these off to the side, and we're going to bring in the first page. So on this page, we have the So Handsome going down the side. So I'm going to go ahead and get that part done. And I'm going to show you a little trick, how to do that. And then we need the little, there's a rhinestone in there. We'll need that for the second page. Okay, so we have all of our letters here. Oh, okay, bye, Katie. Beth heard you. Okay, so we're gonna do so, and then we're gonna have the bow tie in between, and then we're gonna do the handsome. Like so. These S's do have an upside. It's a little bit smaller than the other direction, so you can kind of tell. And same thing with the H. The bar is down toward the bottom. Same thing with the E. So I'm just going to try to center the letters, so the letters like the O and the M that are wider are obviously going to stick out on both sides a little bit more. So I think the E and the S are probably some of the narrowest letters. It's actually quite straight. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, what are you doing? Are you putting her in the camera? Oh my gosh. You're going to have to... I don't know if they'll be able to see her. It's got to catch up. Oh my goodness. Poor puppy. All right, so... Yes, that's great, Katie. I'm glad. Early Mother's Day for you. Happy Mother's Day. Okay. Oh, age is only a number. Okay. So I'm going to take the handsome here. And I am going to pick this up now that I've got it all straight with my piece of, what do you call this? Washi tape. All right. And now I can hold that, and I'm going to put some glue on. It is true, age is only a number. It's all in your head. Although my body does argue with me sometimes. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in my 20s. But it doesn't always agree with me. In fact, I got injured when I was 20 years old, so I've said I've been 80 since then because I have so much chronic pain and stuff like that from my injury and arthritis and so on. Okay, so now we're just going to line that back up very carefully. And push that down. Just trying to get the letters to stick really well. And then you can, I go to a 45-degree angle and just hold the letter down. If you want to leave it there for a little while and come back to it after it's completely dry, you can. I'm just going to reuse this piece of tape, so I want to go ahead and pick it up so you guys aren't waiting on it. All right, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the sew up here. Oh, I messed up. I put that back. Okay. Are you asking me if I have special plans for Mother's Day? I do not. We never really do anything like that for Mother's Day. I hate going out to eat on Mother's Day because it's so crazy. So we don't usually do anything special. There. Like so. And that way it's all lined up and it was really easy to do. You don't have to like try to line up each letter as you go. It just makes it a lot simpler, and then I can reuse that tape over and over again. This is going to go on dimensionals. Where did I put my dimensionals? Oh, I put them back. That always helps. So I'm just going to put 2 dimensionals on this real quick. Yeah, it helps a lot. Do any of you have special plans for Mother's Day? So I'm just putting this between the O and the H, and then kind of between the edge and this edge. Okay, let's do our mats. So we have, this should all be together if you haven't moved it. So each one of these will go on its mat. So I'm just going to go as we go here. So the navy stripe is going to go on the Poppy Parade. Oh, you're welcome, Cheryl. Yes, that's what I always do. It just makes it easier. And I prefer to make things easier. You get to go to your son's house for dinner. That's so nice. That's so nice. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all of you. I know I've said it earlier, but for those of you that have joined since, happy Mother's Day. Remember, be commenting, because that's how you win the drawing at the end. And we'll put this stripe, which is the same stripe we used on the shirt one, on the blue, which is Pacific Point. This grid-like one is going to go on the basic gray. This background paper is Smoky Slate, if anybody's wanting to know. I'm so sorry about my sinuses, and I'm all dealing with my allergies here. Clearing my throat, sniffing. It's so cute. Y'all love me anyway, right? Oh, that's so cool. Son-in-law's fixing brunch for his mom and your daughter, which is his wife, and you. That is so cool. My husband usually makes breakfast on Mother's Day, but because we're doing our diet right now, I mean, it's not going to be any different from any other day. So I am going to be able to start adding things in. So maybe he'll make me some. I get to add in like things slowly. So maybe I could do some egg yolks tomorrow with my normal bacon. I have officially lost 37 pounds, which is awesome. Okay, so these are going to go on like this. So we basically have, I'm going to put this in the center of this one and this in the center of this one, but then they'll line up here. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. And we just want to make sure that they're about equal distant. Like that. And then we'll put this one in the center of that one. And just try to center it between the edge here and here. All right. And then we'll do this one. Why is it always that fourth one that I do that wants to do that? I don't know. Oh, hey, Debbie. It's okay. You're not late. We've been mowing about 5 acres this morning. So oh, I bet your sinuses are going nuts. Oh my gosh. Eliza, I am on the autoimmune protocol, which is a diet set to help with inflammation. Its purpose is not for losing weight. It's just sort of a happy side effect. But the purpose is to reduce inflammation in your body. And because I have fibromyalgia and so many injuries, it helps with all that inflammation in my body. So if you have an autoimmune disease, that's really what it's intended for. I have fibromyalgia and Sjogren's, and so both of those are autoimmune, so it's helping me with those. Beth, you and your found your 37 pounds. Cut that out. Okay, so there you have it. So this is not elaborate because it's a guy's page, and so I don't have lots of, you know, it doesn't tend to have as much foof on it. And I didn't want to do any ripping or anything on this, which I like to do a lot of distressing on guys' pages and stuff like that, but this is meant to be a little more classy. So, and because it says So Handsome, it could really be for anything. It doesn't have to be for Father's Day. It truly could be for any guy page, basically. So let's do the second page. So here's our second page, and we have all of our pieces here. So the setup of the mats is going to be very similar. The only difference is going to be this one. So let's go ahead and get it done and out of the way. So this one we're going to put these pieces on. So I'm going to mat the white onto the navy. So Tony, anytime you guys want more of a layout, I can make you like two if you want two of them, and then you can just change some stuff up on the second one so it's not exactly the same. You can kind of move the papers around or change up like the way it's on the page to suit your needs. Okay, and then that's going to go on top there. So yeah, you could definitely do that. Or you can use the layout that I've made and make your own with a different paper if you wanted to. I'm really struggling right now with this because I think it's getting toward the end and it's just not wanting to. Ugh. Why? Why me? I don't know why it's doing that. I have noticed, in my opinion, that some papers, and it just depends on the lot, seem to tear more with this particular one. It's an extremely strong adhesive, so I need to stop using it as much on things that it could do that too. I'm just, I guess, stubborn. Because I like it. It's just, I need to stop using it on stuff that could tear. Okay. Works really well on the white because it's a little different. Okay, so now we're going to take these three pieces and we're going to wrap them around the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some adhesive and put it right here at the base. I also need to not push so hard because pushing hard is what ruins it. So, and I'm going to put the piece in here and then go across the bottom and push it into the other side. Then I'm going to go above on this one and take it to below on this one. And then vice versa with the last one. So we'll go that way and, whoops, to the bottom on that one. So we've got that kind of crossed over feel again that we had before. Like so. Then I'm going to take this and run my adhesive along here and gotta not push hard. See, I wasn't pushing hard on that though. I don't know. I think some of them come out. I'm going to use this one on here instead. So this is the regular, oops, I got that piece that was sticking up. Ugh, you guys, I'm such a hot mess today. I don't know what the problem is. There we go. Okay. Goodness me. Okay, so this one I'm going to do at a bit of an angle, like so. And then I'm going to take the tie, and we're going to glue that down here. So that just goes in the center here. And then I'm going to put that rhinestone on it so that it has a little tie pin. Yeah, I love this paper too. Yeah. Well, so if you want to buy the paper, you can. You can order the paper. And that way you have a whole bunch of it and you can make more things that coordinate with this, but just do different designs. That's an option too. Just text me, Tony, and we'll talk about it and I'll help you figure it out. No problem. Okay, so this one is the, I guess that's a plaid of sorts. And that's going to go here. And then we have the black and blue stripe on the gray. That's the back of that pin stripe there. Which I didn't use on the page because we had used it on the cards and I don't know. I wanted to show some of these other designs. So, and then we'll put the red with the blue dots on the navy. So this is on Night of Navy matte. My daughter's best friend just came in and my dogs like to go nuts. Anytime anyone arrives, it's just, you know, a heyday. They go crazy. I don't know why. They do. Okay, so we're going to do this the same. We're going to start up here with this one. And we're going to put it about 1/2 inch down and then pretty close, not all the way up to the red, but pretty close to it. Like so. This will go in the middle of that. So we're going to try to center it between the edge of the paper and this, and then put it toward the center of this piece. Oops. Like so. And then this piece, it does change the texture of paper. That's what I was saying, Beth, is it's actually tearing down the paper when you fold it or bend it or emboss it, it tears down the fibers of the paper. And so that's what pulls on that adhesive. And this one I can't really get it to the center, but I am going to bring it in just a little bit like that. All right, and there we have it. So that is our full layout, the So Handsome layout. Isn't it cute? I love it. It's so cute. All right, who wants me to do some drawings? Who wants free stuff? Anybody want anything for free? Hey, Margaret. I was wondering when you were going to jump on. You're going to have to go back and watch the replay. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. You want to win, Martha? Okay. I'll see what I can do. Just kidding. I'm completely fair with my drawing, I promise. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to draw for the class, for everybody that purchased a kit. They go into this special drawing. And all of their names are in here on these little pieces of paper. And Tony says, me, me, me. Thank you, Debbie. Me, me, me. Lots of me, me, me's. And yes, I really do appreciate it when you love the video, like the video, and when you share it. I really appreciate it when you share it. So thank you so much. That really does help me out. Okay, here we go. The winner is, I if I can open this. Kathy Galliert, you are the winner. I don't even think she's on today. And she wins the Stampin' Cut and Emboss folder that is called Wrapped in Texture. So, and if she doesn't have this, then I'll give her something else. But that is the gift for everyone that was in the purchase of the kits. Okay, now we have 2 comment drawings to do today. This one will happen next week. So if you'll remember, oh, you got your box yesterday? That's good. We're still doing drawings, Tony, if you want to stick on for just a second. So we'll do the comment today, we'll do the comment from last week, and then this one will go for next week from this video. So I'll show you how that works if you're not familiar. And your comments are what I draw from. So I'm going to grab my other mouse because it just works better for scrolling. It scrolls faster. So grab this. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here to the top. If I can. Whoops. Sorry. Okay, so up here at the top, and I'm going to scroll, and it landed on Cheryl. I think, oh wait, yeah, Cheryl. Okay, so thought it was somebody commenting on your comment for a minute, but it was you. So Cheryl won this one. And then, what did I just do with your name? I put the L before the Y. Cheryl, I think I need to go back to bed. Ugh. Okay, so Cheryl won that one. And then let's go to last week's drawing. Last week's comments. Oh, my brain is not attached today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, at least y'all can laugh at it. Right? Okay, so we're going to go to the Harvest Hello's Scrapbook Mystery Page video, because that's what we did last Saturday. And I will pull up all of the comments. I see some newbies on this one. Definitely see some newbies. Okay, here we go. Doris Cole. I think no, I'm sorry, it's Doris Cote. Cody? It might be Cody. C-O-T-E. You'll have to tell me. Might be Cody. It's either Cote or Cody. So, okay. So she won the one from last week. In fact, that was a new comment. So that is a perfect example. She won because she made comments on the video between the time I had it live and today. So please make sure you comment, even if you're not watching the live. You don't see that little red button up here. It's not live. If you're watching the recording, that's okay. Let me know. Make comments, because it gives you chances to win. So, all right. Awesome. Okay, you guys, I love each and every one of you. I hope that you enjoyed doing all of our fun Father's Day / just gentleman type cards. And I will see you next Friday at 2 p.m. Central, or Saturday at 2 p.m. Central, or both. You guys have a great week. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you next time. God bless.